You know that there's a computer chip in every single NFL football? Check this out. So it's no secret that other sports leagues have better tech than the NFL. Tennis balls are immediately ruled in or out, and FIFA uses chargeable balls that connect to 12 cameras around the pitch to make offsides calls in seconds. But the NFL isn't far behind. The NFL has been putting RFID tags into each player's shoulder pad since 2015. It's the same technology that powers your tap-to-pay credit card, and it gives us cool stats, like how fast a player ran during a touchdown. But then the NFL decided to put this same chip in each football. It started with a test at the 2016 Pro Bowl, and from 2017 onward, every single NFL football has been implanted with a chip. The RFID chips weigh just 3.3 grams, and it's the size of a nickel. These chips wirelessly turn on before a game and automatically shut off after. There are 3 people at each NFL game to monitor the 54 footballs being used, and each chip is made to last an entire season. But this doesn't solve all the NFL's problems. Chip footballs are only accurate within 6 inches of the actual spot, and they don't account for a player's knee or elbow being down. So don't expect the chain gang to be replaced anytime soon.
And that's into the first row, maybe the second. And it's caught.
There he is, young Jim Nance, just catching football. Oh, you see what they do there?
Yeah.
See how they switch that? But the reason you give the ball back, because there's chips in those footballs. Do you know that? And the NFL wants to keep their data to themselves and give you a ball that doesn't have chips.
Computer chips inside the game balls. Don't believe me? Google it. Now, I discussed in my last video that I believe that these computer chips can be turned into an electromagnet, and thus you can have the ball be manipulated with magnets and technology and cause, let's say, a field goal that was going to be good to bounce off the uprights instead. Now, this isn't the only way that this technology is being used. I also believe that this very same magnetic technology is being implemented into the players' gloves, especially wide receivers, making all those awesome one-handed catches that they routinely see.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Kwadash. Double honor to our apostles, our elder bishops, and brothers of Great Millstone and Ruel. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing the true doctrine, caught the 4 winds, earth, and all truth and sincerity. I'm Ma Ariyah from Mississippi Camp, Lord willing, this be edifying lesson. And as you can see in the clip, showing where the NFL actually put RFID chips in their balls, in the game balls, all right? And I never knew this. And they said in 2015 they started putting them in the players' shoulder pads. And it's interesting, you know, that they go to this extent to be able to track data, you know, different stats or whatever, by way of these footballs and shoulder pads that the players use and dress in. And people still don't get that this devil is seeking to implement that same technology into people so they can track every move, so they can have data and know anything of your whereabouts, your financing, your sickness, your illnesses, you know, whatever, where you would be a walking slave, digital slave, and they have access to all your, pretty much your everything, where you're going, how long you've been there, what you eat, how much of you ate, where you live, where you go, how long you was there. You know, everything that you do is being tracked, monitored, and documented by way of data. And if they're going to do that with NFL gear, okay, NFL game balls, how much more you people, okay? How much more you Goya, you know? In the prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai, okay? The prophets, starting with the apostles, okay, the elder bishops, brothers on down, a great millstone, like-minded brothers, true servants, Yahweh Shem Shai, who's occupying themselves in prophecy, have been warning the people, man, continually of this devil's agenda, man, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that he is seeking to bring forth the new world order, and he wants to chip everybody so he'll have dominion over them and control the aspects of their lives, how they function, how they expend, where they go, all things of that nature, man. Okay? And it's not, and he's going to delete a lot of people in his journey to achieve this agenda that he would never truly complete or obtain the way he wants to. All right? And we have been warning people, starting with the apostles, elder bishops, brothers on down, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua for decades now. And we have only gotten closer, and we're at the latter end of this devil's, attempt to bring forth his agenda. Okay? He's done many test runs, and now he's getting ready to really implement the big boy. And we're getting ready to go into 2026, and we see how 2025 went. All the things this devil done, we seen what happened in 2021 with the jab. And the scripture goes into this devil's going to come down with that great wrath because, you have with a short time. Well, 2025, man, we're shy of 3 weeks of this year being over with. Nero only been in office, shortly of a year. Only 10 months, I think this devil been in office. And look how much he's done. Look how this hammer has been beating down society, man, beating down morality, endorsing technocracy. AI is on the horizon. The MOTB is on the horizon. This devil is not playing no games. He's seeking to bring forth his digital system. And like I say, I never knew this about the NFL. But if he's this headstrong on keeping data with players, and their players are gonna have to get their charagma as well if they want to continue to be these gestures, if you will, continually being entertainers. And the NFL is rigged, man. This shit is trash, man, compared to where it used to be. It's always been rigged, but at least 20 years ago it was more believable. Okay. But nevertheless, man, this devil is pushing forward with his agenda, and the Lord is going to let this devil get so far, but he's not going to obtain what he truly wants, which is to be his new world order that's ruled under wickedness and technocracy. All right, so I'm going to get a scripture. I'm going to close it out. You know what? Let me get another scripture first. All right, this is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right, so we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We're hip to his schemes, man, because the Lord has given us forewarning of the thing this devil was going to be trying to do in the latter end. So we know his schemes, man. We know he's going to bring pressure from above, pressure from beneath. He's going to put people in straits. He's going to collapse the economy, the monetary system, to bring forth his digital system. And people are going to be in a hell of a squeeze. And a lot of people are going to submit and bow down and take a knee to his image, man, to his new system, his new world order. But the Lord is going to preserve a remnant, man. Abaratazah with those men, the elect men, starting at the 144,000, okay, that would not bow the knee to Baal. And the prophets are going to continue to send the message, man. 2nd Ezra, 15th chapter, speaking to the ears of my people, the words of prophecy. Well, prophecy is this devil's getting ready to come down that great wrath. He's going to present his MOTB. And if you don't take it, he's going to put you to death. But if you do take it, the Lord is going to bring forth his wrath upon you without mixture. Okay, according to Revelation, the 14th chapter. All right. All right. So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls all, both small, great, rich, and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Verse 17. And no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So if you take this charagma, okay, then you have bowed the knee, you have gave reverence, and you have adopted or, gave your alliance to the devil, okay, as acceptance of him being your God, okay? Because everyone is going to have to go through the hour of temptation. Everyone's going to be tested and tempted. But it depends on where your faith lies, who you have faith in, what you believe in, and who you trust in. That's going to determine if you're going to take that chip or not. And if you trust in Egypt, you're going to take that chip. But if you trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua wholeheartedly, have faith and believe his words are faithful and true, then you're going to trust in the Lord and you're going to reject that devil's mark, regardless of what the outcome may be. Okay? And Abaratazah, us brothers in this truth, who proclaim the names of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and have faith in the Lord and wholeheartedly believe his words are faithful and true, then we're going to be steadfast and unmovable. Okay? That's why we got to continue to pray for faith, strength, increase of hope, and not to fall weak, man. Because the Lord has told us all things that's going to happen, things we're going to have to go through. Some of us are going to be martyrs. Some of us are going to be beheaded. Some of us are going to be pilgrims. Some of us are going to be put in a concentration camp. But wherever we go, the Lord is still with us if we have faith and believe. Okay? And those that trust in the Lord and believe in Hashem Yahushua, there's nothing but life. Okay? That's life. Okay? Regardless of what happens. Trusting and believing Hashem Yahushua is life. Okay? So, that's pretty much it. Lord willing, it was some edification in this video. If this devil is seeking to track data and keep data on athletes, playing football, basketball, whatever, by way of putting a RFID chip in the equipment, how much more is he going to strive to put that same technology so he can control, manipulate, track, and oppress the people, man? So, hey, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles, our elders, a great millstone and Ruel. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
If you're upset because you want the NFL to just put a chip in the ball instead of relying on a guy 100 feet away who's trying to look through a big pile of humans to determine if this is a first down, then allow me to make you even more upset by telling you there already is a chip in the ball. Look at this. Next Gen Stats tracks the ball on every play, and where it says the ball was on that 4th and 1 play is pretty interesting. But anyway, I just look at sports like tennis and soccer and get jealous because look at this beautiful technology at work. Like, I get it, as Mr. Computer Cowboy points out here, the chips aren't perfectly accurate, but I suppose my question would be, are the chips more or less accurate than a human trying to spot the ball through a pile?